For the loyal viewers of NBC's Chicago Fire, the cast isn't just a group of actors. They are family. We invite them into our homes every week, sharing in their triumphs, their heartbreaks, and the adrenaline-pumping calls that have defined Firehouse 51. At the heart of that family, for over a decade, has been Taylor Kinney's stoic and beloved Lieutenant Kelly Severide. He's the anchor, the fearless leader, the other half of the show's central couple, Stellaride. So when the unthinkable happened and Taylor Kinney seemingly vanished from our screens, the silence was deafening, leaving a gaping hole not just in the Firehouse, but in the hearts of millions of fans worldwide. This wasn't just a casting change. It felt like a personal loss, sparking a wave of concern and speculation that has only recently begun to settle. The news, when it first broke, was jarring in its vagueness. In the middle of Season 11, it was announced that Taylor Kinney would be taking a leave of absence to deal with a personal matter. In the fast-paced world of television production, where storylines are planned months in advance, such an abrupt departure is rare and often signals significant turmoil. The writers scrambled to explain Severide's absence, sending him to an OFI, Office of Fire Investigation, training camp. While a plausible reason for a short-term exit, the open-ended nature of it did little to quell the rising tide of fan anxiety. For devoted followers of Chicago Fire, this was more than just a favorite character being temporarily written off. Taylor Kinney's Severide is the bedrock of the series. His complex, often brooding, yet deeply compassionate nature has been a central pillar since the very first episode. We've watched him evolve from a ladies' man with a rebellious streak to a committed husband and a leader who would walk through fire for his team. His on-screen chemistry with Miranda Ray Mayo's Stella Kidd is the stuff of television legend, a slow-burn romance that finally culminated in a wedding fans had been clamoring for. To have the anchor of the show suddenly gone, with no clear indication of a return, felt like a betrayal of that investment. The ensuing months were a period of agonizing uncertainty. Social media was flooded with messages of support for Kinney, with fans expressing their well wishes for whatever he was going through, but also their desperate hope for his return. Every new episode was a painful reminder of his absence. The dynamic of Firehouse 51 felt off-kilter, and Stella's storyline, now one of a wife whose husband was thousands of miles away with little communication, mirrored the real-life emotions of the audience. The speculation was rampant. Was this a permanent exit? Was he unhappy with the show? Was everything okay with his health? The lack of concrete information created a vacuum that was filled with worry and a collective holding of breath. Then, just as fans were beginning to resign themselves to a future without one of their favorite characters, a glimmer of hope appeared. News began to leak that Taylor Kinney would be returning for Season 12. The collective sigh of relief from the One Chicago fandom was almost palpable. But the true celebration came when we saw him back on our screens, stepping back into the Firehouse and back into the arms of his on-screen wife. It was a moment that felt earned, a testament to the unwavering loyalty of the show's viewers and the undeniable importance of Kinney to the Chicago Fire universe. His return, however, was not a simple reset. The writers, in a move that reflects the real-life complexities of relationships, have not shied away from exploring the fallout of his absence. The reunion of Stellaride has been fraught with the challenges of rebuilding trust and navigating the changes that both characters underwent during their time apart. This commitment to authentic storytelling is what has always set Chicago Fire apart, and it has made Severide's return all the more meaningful. And the emotional roller coaster didn't stop there. In what can only be described as a 1-2 punch of shocking and heartwarming news, recent developments have promised an even more compelling future for Severide. The revelation that he has a half-brother, a fellow firefighter no less, has opened up a whole new dimension to his character, forcing him to confront the ghosts of his complicated family past. This storyline promises to delve deeper into the man behind the uniform, exploring the vulnerabilities and a newfound sense of family that wasn't enough to keep fans on the edge of their seats. The Season 12 final dropped a bombshell that has been years in the making. Severide and Stella are ready to start a family. For a character who began his journey as a man seemingly allergic to commitment, this evolution is nothing short of profound. It's a testament to his growth, his love for Stella, and a beautiful new chapter that promises to bring a different kind of warmth to Firehouse 51. Off-screen, the good news has continued to bloom. In a move that delighted his followers, Taylor Kinney quietly married his longtime love, Ashley Kruger. This glimpse into his personal happiness provided a comforting counterpoint to the on-screen drama, a reminder that the actor we have all come to care for is happy and thriving. His rare public appearances, including a recent one alongside Law and Order, SVU star Ice-T for a business venture, have been met with an outpouring of affection, a clear sign of the deep connection he has forged with his audience. As Chicago Fire heads into its upcoming seasons, with some familiar faces departing, the role of Taylor Kinney as Kelly Severide has never been more crucial. He is the veteran, the leader, and now, more than ever, the heart of the show. The shocking silence that once left us reeling has been replaced by a renewed sense of excitement and anticipation. The journey has been an emotional one, filled with uncertainty and worry, but it has also been a powerful reminder of why we fell in love with Chicago Fire in the first place. For its characters who feel like family, and for actors like Taylor Kinney who bring them to life with a depth and a heart that makes us feel every single moment. The fire in Firehouse 51 is burning brighter than ever, and with Severide back where he belongs, we'll be there for every call, every challenge, and every step of the incredible journey that lies ahead.